Hey everyone, welcome back to another A Day in the Life with DUCHENNE video. This is an extra special A Day in the Life video. I was blessed to be able to visit Late Mile Restoration on my birthday to get a tour of their facilities and to feature Ugly Betty in one of their dyno videos. While there, they helped us install some of their amazing new SVE wheels, along with new front and rear brakes and fender liners, and they even helped us clean up her engine bay. All in all, it was a great day. Check out this cool behind the scenes documentation of my day at LMR. Before we go any further, for those of you who are wondering what LMR is, let me explain. LMR is a mail order company located in Waco, Texas that specializes in 79 current Mustang restoration parts and Ford Lightning restoration parts. As I said in the intro, Late Mile Restoration helped us install some beautiful new wheels on Ugly Betty. Here's Ugly Betty with her new shoes. What's up? What's up? Oh my god. Oh, that's cool. That looks awesome, don't it? Look at that. That's awesome. That's man, those wheels look good on there. That is really, I didn't expect them to, I don't know what I pictured them to look like, but they look good, don't they? Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Now that you've seen Ugly Betty at her finest, it's time for her to go to work on the dyno. or you can see the kind of power a slightly modified 93 Mustang can make. Before we do that, here is my dad to explain what a dyno is and the process you're about to see. This is Scott's Automotive Corner.
Welcome to Scott's Automotive Corner. For those of you who do not know what a dynamometer is, or dyno for short, D-Y-N-O, not D-I-N-O, like a prehistoric creature, is a device used for measuring rotational force, torque, and power. In this video, you actually see a chassis dyno, which in this case will measure the power at the rear wheel of the car. Typically, an engine dyno measures the power at the crankshaft of the engine, which lets you normally see automotive manufacturers rate their vehicles at. A chassis dyno takes into account all the power loss through the transmission and the drivetrain, so you get a true power rating at the rear wheel. In this video, you'll see 4 different dyno pulls. Ugly Betty is an older car, and her transmission won't stay in the ideal gear to make a dyno pull. Typically, you want to do the dyno pull in a 1-to-1 gear ratio, which in this car is 3rd gear. Because of the way the transmission is set up, it doesn't always want to stay in 3rd gear under full power. So the first 2 videos, the car shifts down and you can't get a good power reading. In the 3rd video, you'll see there's some trouble with the tachometer reading for the dynamometer. The RPM reading, or the engine speed reading, is important to calculate the horsepower and the torque. The 4th video is a good clean pull, and that's where you see the power ratings come from, which will be revealed towards the end of this video. So without further ado, here's all 4 of the aforementioned dyno pulls and the reveal of what the horsepower rating is at the rear wheels of Ugly Betty.
Hey, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. I'm here with Cody Shoppy. We've got a very special dyno for you guys today. Behind me, this is his car. I'm not going to tell you anything about it other than what pertains to the dyno. I'm going to let Cody do all the talking. So Cody, man, thanks for coming out. Thanks for being here. So you can start right from the top. Tell us why you had this, where it came from, and really more importantly, your story and what everything means to you.
Well, we got this car in 2011. It actually started before that. Me and my dad talk about cars all the time. So my mom was like, well, I think you should get a project car. And you're like, when does your mom ever say you should go get a project car? So we went, we did some looking and found this car. And we went and looked at it. And I remember when they started it up, how loud it was. And I was so excited about it. And then my dad said, well, let's sleep on it. We'll come back. I was like, no. I was like, but yeah, we got the car and we worked on it. And then one day in high school is when the idea actually came to me for what I call Project Maynardstang, because my nickname is Maynard, and that's our project car. And it came to me one day, and I was like, well, I want to do something to raise money for an awareness for muscular dystrophy. And I was like, we'll just use our car as the mascot and go to all these car shows and raise awareness that way.
Now, I have a few more questions. Were y'all wanting a Fox Mustang? Is that just the one you saw? Like, did your dad, did he have some Fox body links back in the day, or why the Fox body?
Well, we looked around at lots of cars, anything. It didn't matter if it was Ford or other brands. It didn't matter what it was. We were looking around. But I had this video game called Mustang's Legend Lives on PlayStation 2, and in there we were playing the game. And they said, "Let me show you the coolest car in the game," and showed me a Fox body. Okay. I was like, "There is no way that car's any good." And he beat me a couple times in a couple races, and then the look of the car started growing on me. So yeah, I decided Fox body would be a cool car to have.
Perfect. And what you've done with it looks great. I love the two-tone, the black. Over there, that's electric red. I think that's what it was, the factory color.
Electric red, tuxedo black, and grabber blue.
Nice. So all Ford colors for those of you that are Ford people. So leading into that, as far as modifications go, in relative to the dyno, like Cody said, Ford Racing E-camshaft. That's a cold air kit. Other than that, stock 302. It does have electric fans. They have 93 octane fuel in the tank, and timing is set at 14 degrees. Mated to that is, again, that AOD transmission. So we're going to do our best to make the pull in third gear, which is 1-to-1. Old school transmissions, like I said, we'll do our best to hold that third gear and get it all the way to red line, which would be 6,000, 6,200 RPM, somewhere in there. Factory drive shaft, and then, as Cody said, a 14 gear. So what are you thinking it's going to make to the tire?
To the tire? Well, I would say like maybe 190 something. I would think at the rear tire.
You've been doing your homework.
Yeah,
Definitely have. Okay, well, Cody, thanks for the story. Thanks for the rundown on that. We'll recap everything, guys. So y'all know the drill. We're gonna make sure our straps are tight, lug guns are torqued, and then we're gonna make a hit. All right, people. So we got some results here. Before I talk about that, I did fail to mention that is a set of our SVE Celine SC style wheels with a 275/40/17 tire. So now we can get into the results. Cody, you said what do you think it was going to make to the tire?
About 190, I said.
So Cody's been doing his homework. The Maynardstang 92 convertible here made 185 horsepower at 4,600 RPM, 266 pound-feet of torque at 3,300 RPM. So Cody did his homework right on the money pretty much for it being an AOD. There's a little bit more drivetrain loss than, with the T5 or a manual transmission. So you happy with those results?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's really close to what I thought. And just a minor correction. It's a 93 Mustang.
93. So okay, he told me. So I read the door tag, saw 693. I was thinking, hey, it may be an early 92. So thanks for correcting me on that. So, all right, folks, we're going to sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as we always enjoy doing this. Today was a special day today. We very rarely get to do something like this, and it was awesome for Cody and his dad Scott to come up here, let us down his car, and we did a little work to it. Put a timing cover on it. They had a broke bolt in the engine block and a host of other stuff. So this car it runs really good. So he did an outstanding job on everything, the looks, the whole 9 yards. So. Again, we're signing off. Y'all know what to do for all things Fox Body. Keep right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.
Before we close out this video, here's the highlights from a tour of LMR and the photo shoot that preceded it. Check it out. That's all I have for you this time in this A Day in the Life with DUCHENNE video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And to see more of my content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, be sure to visit LMR.com for all of your late model Mustang and Ford Lightning needs.
In this chair, I can still hold a hand and in my own way dance to the music that I hear. It don't rock, it rolls, it's a few years old, but it gets me where I'm going. I can't reach some things, but I see some things that you don't even notice. And I have no fear that God still hears my prayer. 'Cause I'm standing 10 feet tall in this chair. And I'm not the one who gets to say what's fair. In this chair, some may say I'm brave. I just take it day to day, standing in this chair.
Visit ProjectMaynardstang.com today to help us help MDA keep people fighting muscular dystrophy happy and healthy. Your support truly helps.